What's going on, guys? Natural Born Commentators here, hitting you with the UFC on Fox post-fight show. It was a great night of fights. I thought if you caught all the ones on Facebook, there were a couple thrillers, and the main event was awesome for as long as it lasted. You got anything to add to that?
Yeah,
he mad.
Yeah,
he mad. You want to tell him why you mad?
My boy King got knocked down in 64 seconds.
Yeah, that was bad. And because of that,
I lost a bet.
And the bet this week, everybody, it's probably the best one so far. This guy is going to get some waxing.
Yeah, I gotta wax my leg.
Yeah.
Knee up.
Yeah, knee to shin. Don't worry. We'll get that taken care of in a minute. Don't want to smell your gross ass feet, man.
Yeah.
All right. But that'll be at the end of this video. We're gonna talk about the fight. So starting with we're gonna start with the Cub Swanson Ricardo Lamas fight. We did not do a prediction for this one, but still a very good fight. That's the Cub Swanson's UFC debut against Ricardo Lamas, a tough featherweight prospect.
Yeah. You know what happened? Well, the fight was very competitive, and Cub Swanson, he looked
tight guillotine. He looked really good in the fight.
Yeah, he looked fresh, even though coming off a little bit of an injury, coming off a long layoff like that. But at the end of the fight, Lamas ended up taking his back.
Yeah, he took his back,
and then
got him to the ground,
and then ended up getting an arm triangle.
Pretty nice arm triangle. When that was going on, it looked like Cub. When that fight, it looked like the more the fight went on, Cub became more cocky or confident, and just like he really didn't respect anything Lamas had for him. Yeah. I think that's kind of why he got caught in that hold.
I just think it was because Lamas is just huge.
He is pretty big for featherweight, but I'm sure Cub will bounce back. Dude's a really good guy. Trains at Jackson's. Hoping to see him bounce back strong. Moving on to the first fight of our predictions was Dustin Poirier versus Pablo Garza. It was a really good fight between these two featherweight prospects. Garza, he looked decent. He was getting outstruck for the most part.
Yeah.
Poirier is just a monster.
Yeah,
at featherweight. He's slowly climbing those ranks. And
in the fight, Garza didn't have anything to offer Poirier. He didn't do anything. He couldn't do anything.
No, he really
even on the ground. He
couldn't do much. Yeah, on the ground he was stifled. He couldn't use his reach advantage even on the ground. Yeah. Poirier, he cut him up a couple times. I mean, not cut him. He bruised him. I think he gave him a black eye. But it was a good fight. Poirier ended up winning via Darce choke in the first round.
No, second.
So it was the second round. You're right. Good fight though. Curious to see who Poirier will be matched up with next in his
I think Ricardo Lamas.
Ricardo Lamas, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on to the lightweight title eliminator between Clay Guida and Ben Henderson.
Yeah. Very high contested fight, but in the end, Bendo proved victorious. So he's
Bendo is just a machine, man. Ever since he got freaking kicked in the face by Anthony Pettis, that dude's been on a tear. I don't know what went through his head.
Think of when Mir lost to Lesnar, but without losing to Carwin or to anybody. Bendo's undefeated in the UFC.
Not gonna lie, that was a terrible analogy.
Was it?
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, I'm just saying,
Yeah, I know. Just don't say. Anyway, no offense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bendo's been on a tear. I think it's the tat. He's got that big old back tat now.
Yeah,
right. He's just channeling some power from there.
He's got the power.
Yeah, this was the battle of long hair. Long hair of fury.
Yeah, they were just. It was pretty much like, who's the guy? It's the tall, dark guy that you're going.
The beginning of the fight, they came out fast. They were throwing. Bendo was able to rock Guida a couple times. Yeah. Later in the round, Guida ended up rocking Bendo.
Yeah.
Submission attempts left and right. At the end of the fight, Guida locked in a pretty solid guillotine. I really thought that Bendo wasn't going to be able to get out of it. Bendo got out, and with that, I have come to a conclusion. I've been in the lab. I've done the research. Ben Henderson is impossible to submit.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Well, because if Don Cerrone, who's a high Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, couldn't submit it with the omoplata, armbar, triangle, rear naked choke.
You just can't do it.
He can't do it.
It's done.
And then he got submitted.
Done.
He got
tapped out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bendo, he won the fight using his superior grappling. Dude has tree trunks for legs. Took Clay down, was able to control him.
Yeah.
Threw some big ground and pound. It was a good fight. Now he's going to take on the answer, Frankie Edgar, in Japan. I think that's at the end of January next year or the beginning of February. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's in Japan. Strange main event for Japan, right?
Yeah, you'd think they would add a Japanese fighter.
Or
really,
somebody from Pride, like Rampage or
but the
Shogun.
thing is, we really don't have anybody that's Japanese or a Pride fighter who's going to be ready.
I don't know.
Would
I
have
heard
Mandy.
somewhere on the underground that Shinya Aoki might have a match with Jim Miller. Shinya Aoki is huge in Japan. Anyway, getting off track. Moving on to the main event. The first fight ever shown on Fox. And it was a good fight for what it lasted. It was only 64 seconds. I mean, I'm sure...
pretty much the fight might as well ended in 1 minute in the fight because the rest of the 4 seconds was just a beating.
Yeah. I was kind of bummed it was that short because I really wanted it to go a good amount of time. Not to a decision, but at least 2 rounds, so at least, those casual fans... I'm not the casual fans. Like, first-time viewers of the sport are going to get to see what mixed martial arts really is. The stand-up, the striking, the clinching,
we really only
the
saw
takedowns. We really only saw striking. And it really didn't work out for the UFC because they're showcasing their heavyweight champion, undefeated champion, and he gets taken out in 64 seconds. That doesn't look good. So
you can tell the frustration from Dana.
Yeah,
White.
if you watch the post-fight recap on Fox,
Dana
he
White
pissed.
just
But I don't think he was mad that Kane lost. I don't know, maybe he was. I think he was mad that it went so short and Kane's game plan was kind of dumb, and that's why he did
that's
it.
what I said him in the last video for the pre-fight show. I said that Kane gotta get it to the ground or he's gonna get knocked out.
And he didn't. He shot in once. I really think he needed to shoot in more.
Yeah, or put him on the fence.
Yeah.
I thought he would do that a lot more, but all
right,
he lost.
We're gonna get the wax ready.
Yeah.
Get your popcorn ready.